Nick Danger wants to be mayor of Anchorage. He's one of 10 who want the job. In our special series, Behind the Ballot, we talk one-on-one with each of the 10 candidates to learn about their goals for the city, how they plan to accomplish those goals, along with something about the candidates themselves and their personal lives. Nick Danger may be the only candidate running for mayor with his own action figure. Well, actually, it's more of a plush doll. Back in the day, Nick was an avid WWF wrestler. Yes, I'm referring to the infamous World Wrestling Federation. He even wrestled some of the big names of the 1990s, like The Undertaker and the British Bulldog. But now, Nick Danger, and yes, that is his legal name, wants to wrestle, pin down, and help tackle the issues facing the city.
I've lived here for 4 decades. I understand this city, and I've worked almost every job there possibly is, and I think that could really help out and do good things for the city, not ridiculously dumb things. So that's what I want to do, and I got extra time right now.
I sat down with Nick at his home in Midtown Anchorage to learn more about him and that extra time. Nick currently works at the Port of Alaska in Anchorage. He has political experience. He served on the Board of Supervisors in Girdwood and was a member of the Public Safety Advisory Commission.
And I was a chairman of that for 8 years. I understand resolutions and how to change things and how things are read out, and a lot of knowledge that way.
Nick's home is filled with memorabilia, photos, moments of time in the spotlight that he cherishes deeply. Famous faces, medals, and certificates of achievement. He believes one of his strengths is his connections to the community. Nick's lived here 47 years.
I think longevity really could be positive for a politician, because I've lived here so long and seen so many different things that work and don't work, and mayors and assembly groups and all that, that I've got all that stored in my little pea brain up here.
Nick understands the importance of being able to work with the Anchorage Assembly. Compromise is key.
Well, you got to work with everybody, and that's hard because there's strong opinions here and strong opinions there, and you just got to talk it out and see where you can meet in the middle somewhere.
One thing Nick would like to see changed, the requirements to serve on the Anchorage Assembly.
I want to put a resolution in to sit on the assembly. You have to live here for 10 years and own a piece of property. Because if you don't own a piece of property, you're not getting taxed, so you don't understand the tax system.
And speaking of that property, Nick insists we've got to make housing more affordable.
You cannot find an apartment to rent. You can't find a house. It's ridiculous. And if you do, it's $3,000 bucks. What do we live in, New York City? $3,000 bucks to live in Anchorage, Alaska? Everybody's forgetting this is Anchorage, Alaska. It's the world's smallest big town. We either need to do a state tax or a sales tax, or something else has got to be put in place.
And what about those without a home? Anchorage is homeless.
And I think you can't put that into one big ball and try to cure that, because some of these people don't want a place. Pick the ones that really need it and not the ones that they don't. Maybe they should put all the homeless in the Northway Mall. It's got showers and locker rooms and running water and everything in there. So, and if they need help, give them help.
Nick also shared his ideas for keeping the city moving smoothly in the middle of a record snowfall winter.
I know they're trying, but it's a lot of snow, but we've had a lot of snow before. So I'd go down and talk to the guy in charge of that operation and see what's going on. I know he's shorthanded on people. That's what everybody says now. So maybe they need to pay a little bit more money for operators and put them in the 302 union or something and get them going.
Nick reminisces fondly about all the friendships he's created here, and that's ultimately why he's tossed his hat in the ring for mayor.
I would love to see it back the way it was in the 80s, with everybody being happy, the assembly getting along with the mayor and doing positive stuff for the city.
Ballots will be mailed to Anchorage voters March 12th. In addition to the race for mayor, voters will also be deciding on several assembly and school board seats and 9 propositions. The deadline to return your ballot, April 2nd.